Hello, hello. This is Germany with our turn 4 of our Axis and Allies game. So just real quick, some housekeeping that I did off screen was I moved my units or my squadrons, battalions, whatever you want to call them, off of the top of the board here because they were kind of precariously up there, and I just liked having them all moved down there. I actually forgot to separate out my units this time, so we'll take care of that here now since we have to go into purchases. So I am at 49 IPC. We will start off with an infantry and 2 artillery. For a total of 11, and then we are going to do 5 tanks for that's 30 there. So we're at 41, and then 2 mechanized infantry to go with for the last 8. So that should total up to 49. And then for combat moves, we are going to take, and I'm going to separate some things out real quick. So we're going to separate the 86th into the 86th and 91st, and move all of my mobile units into the 91st, and slide that down here. And then these guys, so they're all going to go up, the 91st is going to end up in Archangel, so I'm going to move these 4 tanks down into the 91st here. Oh, I didn't lock this down. There, nice and neat and orderly. So that will be 11 tanks and 4 mechs, all ending up in Archangel. I will then be taking the 18th Air Battalion Force, whatever, up there. So they'll be moving through Belarus up into Archangel. Then the rest of the 86th is going to move up into Novgorod, or Leningrad, as everybody prefers to say. Then other moves is going to be this single infantry is going to pay his worth by earning these 2 and then this one and getting me a total of 3 by himself. And then we're going to move into Ukraine with these 6 units. This tank, and I'm actually just going to take all of them and drop them down in the 84th because the 84th is then going to join them. I know it doesn't feel as good to see all the units on the board and stuff like that, but I like things to be just a little bit cleaner than we usually have it. So I'm keeping my units in their armies. So that should be all of my combat moves as far as moving units goes. So we have Novgorod, Archangel, Bryansk, and Ukraine. The other thing is, due to my tech that I received, I have 2 different air bases that can shoot rockets. They have to hit a facility within 4 spaces of where they're at. The only facility that I wish to hit, um, that I can reach is UK proper. So we're gonna send both rockets here at this major industrial complex. So it will take 2d6 damage. There is no counter rolls or anything like that. The rockets cannot be shot down. So we'll start with that. That is a 2 and a 1, so it will take 3 damage. And I'm just gonna set that on top because we all know you're probably gonna fix it. If you don't, whatever. It does the trick. Then we will do our actual combats. So we'll start with these two down here. They happen. So that is 3 in my favor. There was no units to defeat. Why he's not leaving like 1 or 2 units behind, I don't get it. But whatever. It's not my army. But then up here we have the 86th versus this Russian infantry. And now the 86th has 5, 6, 7, 8 infantry, 3 artillery, so it'll be 5 at 1. Um, this AAA didn't move with combat; it will move non-combat. But I'm just gonna leave it there. You guys get the picture. Um, so it'll be 3, 6 at 2 and 5 at 1 versus 1 at 2. And 1 at 2. There's my 1 hit, and damn, that was some pretty good rolls up here. Too bad that wasn't at a more impactful combat. No rebuttal. So you die. And then we have this up here, which is kind of a mess. I don't really want to move all of the units down below, but my Air Force is 5 tactical bombers, which will all be upgraded, whether it's by a tank or by a fighter. They will all be rolling at 4. Then we have 4 fighters rolling at 3. Um, we'll have 4 at 1, and then 11 more at 3. So it'll be 15 at 3, 5 at 4, and 4 at 1. I grabbed one too many there. Oh my god. So there's 15 at 3 and 5 at 4. Now we'll do defenders, where we will have 2 anti-air rolls. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 infantry and 2 mech infantry, so it'll be 12 at 2 and then 2 at 4. So the anti-air roll will be 6 at 1. So that's 6. That'll be rolled 1 time. This will be 12. So 5, 5, and 2, and then 2 at 4. 12, 2, and then anti-air. So the anti-air will be rolled first and impact the attackers. 1 hit. Okay, that's statistical average. I'm okay with it. He did actually Yahtzee on this one. It's not an actual Yahtzee, but like you get the picture. He rolled a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5, and a 6. Pretty fucking wild. That is the literal statistical average. I don't want to hear Rob talk about it anymore. It happened. Um, Actually, I do want to hear him talk about it more because we've kind of been shafted quite a few times. But regardless, I'm going to lose a fighter. I still have enough tanks to upgrade all my tactical bombers. So that will happen, which will then reduce um it'll kill one of my at threes. Alrighty then. Let's get into it. That was crazy. I'm actually really pleased with that roll. It could have been way worse, could have been way better, but here we are at straight statistics. So, first round of combat. Alright, we got 1 at 1. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got 10 hits. I believe the defenders technically have to select all those before, but whatever. I'm the one choosing them, technically. So that is a 2, 2, so 3 hits, 4 hits, 4. I bet you know what I'm losing? We'll be losing our 4 mechs. But 10 hits on them. 2 of them are going to be the AAA. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. And then I assume he's going to want to lose these 8, so 3 and 5 off of this stack, and his 2 AAAs. So he will be down to 4 at 2 and 2 at 4. And I will be losing all of the mechs. So, back at it. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which I believe is well beyond what I need. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And he has 6 units remaining. So that will conclude the combat after this. He gets his rebuttal. 2, 3. He goes out with a bang, getting 3 hits. Unfortunate for me. Taking 3 tanks with him, leaving me with 8 tanks present. And all but one of my planes lived as well. So that will clone, place. And so I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from Russia. That'll move them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it'll move me up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I also have taken Novgorod, which should be its own. That is a bonus for me. Toss that guy down there. I understand they're tracking it way down by the income tracker. I like to have my stuff here. And that is the only bonus I get. Everything else is a little bit out of my reach yet. So I will be getting a bonus 10 on the end of my turn, at putting me up to 60 this time around. And I am being convoyed. I have to remember to roll that this time. I said it. Hopefully I remember it this time. But anyway, we'll go to non-combat moves where I will be moving the 18th Air Division. That's the word I wanted. Down to Eastern Poland. And then we will be moving. Oh, I need to get rid of all of his units up here. They're just all up in my space. They don't get to stick around. And Yeah, they'll land there because they went 1, 2, 3, 4. So they took off from there. They landed there. We're gonna move these guys out to 125 because that's all the further they can move. And 1 second, I have a message to check. I will be moving some other additional units. I didn't really like the feeling of just handing over North Italy, so we're going to send. We're gonna send one AAA with these 3 infantry down there. And we're gonna send. Yeah, we'll leave the 6 infantry there. 6 infantry into AAA. Make them earn it. You know, make them earn it. I'm gonna send another infantry. I really want to make them earn it. But that should be all of my moves. I'm just gonna do a once over real quick. I gotta make sure everything's all nice and tidy. I'll dot my T's and cross my I's, all that jazz. So we'll go into placing units then. Where I will be taking these 3. Oh, that was poor placement. Dropping those guys there. Into France, so that'll be all my units there. And then these guys are going to come down. Oh, the tanks are in a good spot. We'll drop our mechs there and our tanks there, putting 7 more units in Romania. I know some people probably thought that major industrial complex kind of out there, but hey, we're making a show of it, right? I think I've placed like 25 units there or some shit at this point, so way faster than a miner would have done it for me, considering this is turn 4. And then we should be at collect income phase, which, as we discussed, should be 60. And I need to roll a lot of fucking dice to see if. So it's 2, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 dice to see if I lose 2. I think he's gonna hit it, but there's always a shot. That should be 8. Now correct me if I'm wrong later, but I'm actually doing my convoys for the first time, so literally the first time. Oh, look at that! He hits it! Surprise, surprise! I don't think I did this wrong, but please somebody tell me I get to keep my 2 IPC. Uh, I'll be at 58 for next turn. Because I saved nothing. So yeah, that's it from me. Y'all have a good one.